This is right up my street, let me tell you. It's almost like somebody's gone out shopping for me this time. This is very, very nice indeed. I love the old vintage telephones. It's funny, isn't it? Not many of us, I think I'm speaking for a lot of people right now, but not many of us use our landline phones anymore, do we? Very often. We now and again get a junk call or something like that, or one of the relatives might call. But I look at those kind of walk-around phones and I always think, oh, I don't know, you just look like a glorified calculator. I don't really like them. I like something that's quite classic. I like going out and buying old furniture, for instance, and just having it, you know, in my home. I think the retro look is always really, really cool, isn't it? And that's what we've got here, which is lovely. It's a really nice sort of faithful recreation of those old vintage style sort of Bakelite telephones. It's really, really nice. Now, they've bought this bang up to date, as you can see. They've even recreated that, you know, the old paper badge in the middle that you'd have your own telephone number. I mean, originally, back when the GPO did the phones, not that, well, my older friends have told me, you used to have your own number printed on them when they used to come and install the telephones, didn't they? So you'd have, you know, 4291, you'd have your number printed on that, wouldn't you? You could actually find a way to print that on if you wanted to. Now this, don't worry, it's not one of those long-winded dialers. Do you remember back in the day, if you wanted to call 01, you'd have to go, oh, and then you have to go through all the numbers in long wind. This is actually press button. So you just press the buttons. It's very, very good. And look, for the modern age, because you couldn't do it with the dials, could you? You couldn't do press the hash key to continue. You couldn't do all of that. You know, to return to the main menu, press star. You can't do that on an old vintage telephone. With this one you can, because it's all ready for the digital age. In terms of the handset, it's pretty much the same look and feel. In fact, it's really cute actually. It really does remind me of the old days of when we used to go into a phone box with a 10p piece. Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of hands. It's that kind of handset. I never used to make those kind of calls from phone boxes. It was never proved. But do you know what I mean? Knock down Ginger on the telephone. No, we never used to do that. Shush, don't make me say that on TV. Anyway, back to this. Really cute look. Can I ask you to have a guess on what you think the price tag will be on this one? Because I know I've seen lots of these retro and reconditioned old telephones. Okay, the last time I saw a phone like this, I'm going to be honest with you, it was about £65, £70. And if you buy the original phones that have been sort of converted to use the modern day exchanges, they're anywhere from sort of £70, £80, £90 and more. And I know because I've invested in things like that myself. This is yours at $39.99. And it's a bit, ooh, and it's a bit of a nod back to our past, and we're going to make the deal even better here. We're going to make this free P&P. So normally where our P&P is $4.99 an order, with this, when you order this item, free P&P. That is brilliant. That's really, really good. And how fun is this? What you need to do is pick up the phone right now and you need to dial this number. Now, back in the day, dialing this number would have taken forever and a day, but these days, all you need to do is dial 0808. I forgot the number. 123 3333, and then when you go through, I think, do you press option 1 or do you just hold? Yes, you press option 1. Press option 1, and you can. Listen, I could call. I can hear my own voice when I'm calling. Oh, that's off-putting. That's really, really good. So you should be on the phone lines right now, dialing that free phone number, getting this for $39.99. Who is it that you know that loves their retro bits and pieces, that buys vintage and reclaimed furniture? Definitely get yourself one of these and get them for someone who loves. Actually, yeah, my producer has just suggested that if you wanted to play the director in, or the banker, should I say, in Deal or No Deal, there's your telephone to do it. It is a classic ring as well. Unfortunately, I'm in a studio at the moment, so I have no telephone lines to plug this into. By the way, just to reassure you, this goes into a standard socket, standard telephone socket. So it's just absolutely standard. Everyone has that telephone socket, don't they? Which is brilliant. So you just pop that straight in. And of course, you can still use this if you've got your, you know, your ADSL filter for your broadband and whatever. It works in the same way. Do people still have filters? I don't know. If you do have one, one anyway. You put the filter first and then you put the telephone in second. It's simple. $39.99 and this is yours. If you're a fan of the past, as I say, if you look at the face of the phone here, which is really, really good, they've even created, you know, when the old GPO used to come out and install the phones for you, you can see there it even tells you dial 999 for fire, police, ambulance, 100 for the operator. When was the last time you ever rang the operator? Anyone? What would you ever ring the operator for today? I don't know. I don't know if there is still one, actually. It's worth maybe dialing 100 to find out. I don't know. Don't do that if it's going to cost you money, though, for heaven's sake. The great thing about this is it is a recreation of those old telephone numbers, but it does have the star key and it does have the hash key as well, which is really, really good, which the old phones don't. So let's go to the details. I want one. I definitely want one. What a lovely gift idea it would make as well. Great one as a Christmas present, just to put away to one side. Might be early, but a lot of people are shopping for it already, actually. And this is free P&P now, which is even better. 516323. One of the best value one of these I have ever seen. Grab it quickly, $39.99.